Simpson. Number 2 will be, and this will be an addition, Fran Boney. Fran Boney with the Hydra Torch will be number 2. Number 3 will be Jennifer Soyson. Number 4 will be Dick McPherson. Number 5, another addition on your list, will be Tim Smith. Number 5 will be Tim Smith with the Buzzin' Dozen. Tim Smith will be number 5 in the 7,000-pound class. Number 6 will be Jerry Hickson. Number 7, Robert Zundell. Number 8, Rick Martin. Number 9, Bob Moore. Number 10, and this will be an addition, number 10 will be Don Shine. Number 11 will be Bob Soyson Sr. Number 12 will be Jimmy Havel. Number 13 will be Carl Schreiber. Number 14 will be an addition, Tom Hinton and Haley's Comet. Haley's Comet and Tom Hinton will be number 14. Number 15 will be J.J. Patassi. Number 16, in addition, will be Bob Galbraith and the Dirt Demon. Number 16 will be the Dirt Demon and Bob Galbraith. So those are your changes in your first 2 pulling classes. We're going to be ready to go here momentarily. As out before you, you see that big one from Erie, Pennsylvania, Stroh Strider. How about a big hand for that big Jimmy? We're going to be ready to go here momentarily. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. We will be using a towback tractor with it part of the time tonight, and we'll be going under its own power part of the time. But we want to give it a little bit of a show so you can see what's going on. It is the transfer used by the CNC indoor circuit all over the United States. This particular weight transfer you'll see indoors probably anywhere from 100 to 120 times throughout the winter months, and really does a fine job. And we're happy to have the decision maker transfer here tonight to let these guys try and take a tug upon. This is the rules. And we'll ask our police officers, please, to direct the people back away from that grassy area in front of the grandstand. Now out on the track right now, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the 1984 NCPA Puller of the Year, the best of the best. And this truck we see all over in pulling circles. He runs the NCPA circuit and does a fine job. We'll introduce Mr. Arnold Children and the Canadian Warrior. This is a test pull by the big GM Canadian Warrior from Toronto, Canada. Now we'll get him up to a tight hitch. All right, we're ready to go. The green flag's out. In the United States, when you get the top puller in the country, the leader test puller. Tomorrow, little stomper. Let's see if we can bring that friend up when he puts that power down on the ground. The little stomper and Ken Nettinger. And he's ready to turn loose there now. Hey, you kicked the wire loose, buddy. Okay, we got it. Here we go with the little stomper. Nice one there by that blue machine out of Meadville, New York. The alcohol-powered and full-blown little stomper. Also powered by a 350 cubic inch full-blown Chevy power pack from right down the road here in Hadley, Pennsylvania. This one they call the Blue Shadow. About ready to go. And I have a tough time. I don't know who the driver is because it's twins that drive these trucks in the Schofield team. And I don't know which of the twins it is. It's either Robert or Ronald. Robert, I hear. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, Robert Schofield about brought it away, but he did not want to come. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on the grandstand side of the track, we must ask that you do not sit in the grassy area in front of the grandstand. You are too close to the track area. We must maintain a safety area in that location. All right, here comes that Blue Shadow. Robert Schofield. On your way, bud. Oh, you gotta get yours back up or not? That appears to be it right there. Gentlemen will have to measure. Now, wait a minute. He was the #1 puller, so he would have an option here if he does not want to take that. And I have a feeling he may not take that pull. Has that 541 cubic inch tall block with a blower on top. The driver, Mr. Frank Fiala, this one they call the Rosebud Special. As he will probably be a major leader after this run. Turn it loose coming down that 300-foot surface. We'll get that all tightened up out there, get the chain tight. Green light on the sled goes on, and we'll show the yellow flag, and now the green flag comes out, and we're underway. 572 cubic inches with a blower. Kenny Nevinger and the Little Stomper number 2. Little Stomper back. Kenny Nevinger and the Little Stomper about to come out of there. Distance sitting up there at 290, 4 and 4. Okay. We're about ready to go. Here he goes with the Little Stomper. It might have been a blower belt there, as it sounded like it was going quickly. He might have had a blower belt snap. Gentlemen, we'll have to measure on that. There's Mr. Moore looking down inside. He knows all about how those engines can sometimes come apart, as he's experienced a little problem with his Sunday Thunder tractor over the last couple of weeks. But look down there, and we will measure on that. Super prepared vehicles. This one from Derby, New York. It's a 1984 Chevy El Camino. Specially prepared with a full-blown 572 cubic inch Chevy power pack. The driver will be Mr. George Ferber. Introducing a mongrel. If he's going to get any piece of the action here. And he really is competitive. Had a little difficulty last week up at Meadville, Pennsylvania. But has everything he feels under control now, and going to bring her on down the line. The Mongrel and George Ferber from Derby, New York. Okay, we're ready to go for the mongrel. No, we saw something flame on there.
Go right there. What's this? Go right there and kill Culver.
Oh, Culver's here. Okay.
Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mongrel and George Ferber from New York State. And a Baby Blue Knight. Take a look at the lights on this one, because he is really a super machine also. The Baby Blue Knight and Carl Taylor from Cambridge, Ohio. Well, they'll bring him around and hitch him up, and this is one you don't want to mess with, because he is, you see him on the indoor circuits throughout the winter, TNT SRO. Also outdoors on the Ohio State Circuit, and the Southeast Ohio Tractor and Truck Pullers Association. He's going to have to go beyond that 294 that was already set down by Frank Fiala if he wants any part of this action. And this is one of the ones that can do it. Oh, he's got him out in the hitch there. The Baby Blue Knight. Carl Taylor from Cambridge, Ohio. All right, ready to go. If over the course of the weekend we do not see at least one of these female drivers win a class, because they do a good job everywhere they go. Was number 1 in Region 2 NTPA in 1984, number 6 in the NTPA Grand National Pulling Circuit, the winner at the Great Lakes Regional Pull-Off in Erie, Pennsylvania, powered by a 510 cubic inch Rodex power pack with an 1271 blower on top. This was a 19 at 83 Chevy S10. The driver from Flint, Michigan, Pam Winget. Girls, you better get up and do a little cheering for Pam. Let's hear those girls over there. Come on. We don't want the boys to beat you tonight. Well, not all the time at least. Let's see if she can get it out of the gate. With all these girls yelling and cheering for her, I think we might be able to do it. Well, let's see what we can do. Toy Truckin'. This one owned by Dick McPherson, driven by Pam Winget. Here we go. Rodex powered Chevy. Not that far away from Meadville. This is your 1984 United States champion two-wheel drive truck, the Driller and Leo K. All right, he's got it hitched and ready to go. Can he get out the gate to get that pull-off with the little lady? Ready to go with that Driller. Look where he sits in there, right in the middle. He sees it all. The Driller. Whoa, look out, we got another one out the gate. Hey, what are you guys doing out on that track? All of a sudden, things have turned loose. First, we couldn't get it going very well, had all kind of breakage, and now everything seems to have turned loose out on the track. For a piece of machinery, Leo K. with that Driller, the best in the United States in 1984. Nice run, Leo. Out on the track right now. This one just completed this afternoon. They weren't even sure they were going to make it here to pull. The truck just finished this afternoon out of Hamburg, New York. It's a Jeep conversion truck powered by a full-blown Chevy 427. The driver on this road is Mr. Bill Reinhardt. The vehicle they call Three Blind Mice. I've never seen it. In fact, no one has ever seen this truck on the track before. You're first, because it came out of the shop this afternoon at 3 o'clock in Hamburg, New York. They hustled it onto a trailer and brought it right down here to Meadville to pull. So Bill Reinhardt and the other owner, Cal Culver, are not sure what it's going to do either. Let's see what happens for the inaugural run of Free Blind Mice.
Good. That was a pass. Very good. Very good. It's getting better as it progresses.
There, he got it out here. Okay, here he comes with it. So, we have some mechanical problems. That very well might have been a blower in there also that cut loose. We'll have to wait and see. Tow vehicle, please. We will need a tow vehicle, please. Now, there is a unique vehicle, the Jeep conversion with the Chevy power pack. Too bad. We hate to see that happen when we have some mechanical problems there. I'll tell you, these guys worked hard because they wanted to come here to the Mass Super Bowl and participate. They worked till 3 o'clock this afternoon in Hamburg, New York, loaded up and brought it down. I think they deserve a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Free Blind Mice. Bill Reinhardt and Cal Culver out of Hamburg area own that vehicle. And it is going to be one that people are going to remember because there's not many of those around on the pulling circuit here today. And he's going to make another run here. Remember, he had difficulty, could not make the 75-foot mark. Now he will return to the track and try to make another run. Got it up. Still having problems with that. Still having a few problems. And we'd like to take an opportunity while we have a minute here to thank R.R. Walker and Son in Edinburgh. But it appears to me the crowd sentiment must go with Van Windrich. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens. Appeared to have some engine problems. It made a real run the first time, appeared to hit. 1983 Chevy with that 510 Rodex full-blown power. One of the stars on the SRO indoor circuit in 1984 and 85. And I think the girl's favorite already right here. Where's all those girls that think she's going to win it all? She's got a lot of backers there. All right. This truck was the winner at the Great Lakes Regional Pull-Off indoors at the Erie City Center last year in September. So we know it can do it all. And wins it from Flint, Michigan, and Boy Truckin'. With the big 575 Arius power pack, the all-aluminum power pack. From Bradford, Pennsylvania, this is the Driller and Leo K. 2:58 and 6. Can he beat it? Here we go. Yeah, look up to the picture here, okay. And out on the track right now, representing CLM from Martin Sunoco. And we're still waiting on that check coming out there. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Ham Winship, Corey Crooked! And we have a jacket presentation also. Oh, you get a lot of prizes when you come to Meadville. Yeah, we do a lot of special things we like to do. But the only trouble is that all they have extra large jackets. Could you possibly fit?
Do you have anybody else to put in there with me?
Oh. Extra large is all they have.
Hurry up and give me that jacket. You only got one.
I think they gotta have something else in there.
Extra large. About right? Large.
On the track there comes the killer and Ray Coleman. Finally we got a jacket for her. Oh my God. When you go back to school in Michigan, you can show off this. You'll be the only girl in Flint, Michigan with a Mass Boosters pull-off jacket on. There you go. Thank you very much, Pam, and good luck in the next class as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Here comes the killer on the track. Known all over the United States as a modified semi-truck anywhere, powered by 998 cubic inches of Mack power. This one right here, from Chardon, Ohio, the winner in Iowa City, Iowa in 1984 of the ATM semi-pull-off against the best from all over the United States, and one that is well known here in Meadville. You've seen him before a number of times. Every time we bring a poll into Meadville, people always ask, is the killer coming? And we like to be able to answer, yes, he'll be here because he is a crowd favorite here in the Meadville, Crawford County area. All right. Hang on, because the killer's about to turn it loose. Oh, he's got off the flying! He's smoking it with that big truck. Going down there with the killer and Ray Collins. Clowns all over the place. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, the killer? Sue Elmer Simpson. Number 2, the hybrid course with Fran Boney. Number 3 will be Leather Lace with Jennifer Swason. Number 4 will be the Bean Bandit and Dick McPherson. Number 5 will be the Buzzin' Dozen and Tim Smith. Number 6 will be Jerry Hickson with the Screecher. Number 7 will be Trouble and Bob Zundell. Number 8, the Wheeler Dealer and Rick Martin. Number 9 will be Sunday Thunder with Bob Moore. Number 10 will be the Middlefield Tractor Barn Special and Don Shine. Number 11, the Flying Machine and Bob Swason Sr. Number 12 will be that Red Baron of Jimmy Howell. Number 13 will be Carl Schreiber with the Playboy. 14th place will be Tim Hinton with Haley's Comet. Number will be the Super Hunky and Jim Patassi. And number 16 will be the Dirt Demon and Bob Galbraith. 16 of the big modifieds that come down the track after. This is going to be a super class for the Super Bowl. This tractor was the winner of the 90,000-pound class at the Pennsylvania National Police District earlier this year against Uniontown, Pennsylvania. The driver here, Walter Station, here called it Thunder.
You got a lot of people on both sides, and you can't understand anything.
Full-blown tractor hitting power.
No, but you know, like
In the fair, you can't.
There will be for Thunder and Walter Simpson. Tractors in the United States never before seen in these particular parts. And once this week, you've got a camera, get ready, because it is a queen machine when it comes to this. From Wellsville, New York, the New York State champion in 1984, powered by that big T-53 jet turbine. The driver, Mr. Fran Boney, they call this one the Hydra Torch. Completely hydrostatically driven, no transmission, run completely by hydraulics. An absolutely super piece of equipment. Seen indoors, seen just last week at Rip Stadium in Buffalo, New York for the big SRO show. Notice that Fran Boney wears a complete fire suit when he drives it. Complete shielded helmet. Ready to go. Hydra Torch. Oh, here we go. Look out, here comes the torch. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Hydra Torch. Absolutely perfectly prepared by Bogie Equipment out Wellsville, New York. Boney Brothers, Don Boney does all.
the drop 3 rule. No sixes. Drop 3 rule.
The next tractor you're going to take a look at has 2 jet turbines for power, sitting side by side and both powering the same transmission. The only tractor in the United States currently running the double jet turbine. And to make matters even more interesting, it will be driven by Jennifer Stoyson from Akron, Ohio. We've already had one female winner here tonight. The question is, can we get another one? Twin T-53 like Pony jet turbine. The second one now is fired up. They're both going. She was the winner of the class at the Canfield Fair Pull-Off in Canfield, Ohio. She was the winner of the class up at Pittsfield, Pennsylvania just recently. She has been featured on the SRO Indoor and TNT Indoor Pulling Circuit throughout the past winter. And out onto the track now from Akron, Ohio, this is Jennifer Stoyson and Leonard and White. Twin jet turbines. The only one in captivity. The design originally was put together by Jimmy Howell. He ran on the national circuit for a number of years with the double jet. He has opted to go back now to a single jet. And now Jennifer Stoyson with the only double jet on the circuit. We'll see what she can do. Distance to beat 277-1. Twin jet turbine power. Here we go. And the two of them fire up.
thing about old Larry.
Meadville, Pennsylvania. This is that full-blown 426 heavy they call Thunder. Very close to the out of bounds, but did not go out, so we will measure that, gentlemen. Right off to that far side. And you can notice now, ladies and gentlemen, that many of the vehicles are starting to pull to the right. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we'll see some pullers practically way down on the left side of the track now, as they are beginning to pull a little bit to the right as they get down the track. Tow vehicle, please. We'll need to stick with the tractor. This tractor will be driven by Mr. Dick McPherson of Circleville, Ohio. It is powered by twin 510 cubic inch Rodex, the winner of the 1984 Great Lakes Regional Tractor and Truck Pull-Off indoors at the Erie Civic Center. This is the Dean Bandit.
No, he wanted us to record. He wanted to know. Okay,
all right, here comes that Dean Bandit and Dick Pearson. Ready to come out. Mid Rodex power. Be most unfortunate, as it appeared that the blower on the front end might have come loose there. We've got a weight right underneath the front end. And that was going good. 10 cubic inch Allison V12 power pack from Dalton, Ohio. This one is called a Buzzin' Dozen. 12 cylinders in there. The driver, Mr. Tim Smith, we've only ever had one opportunity to see this particular tractor go, so we can't tell you much about it. He competed in the Canfield, Ohio pull-off a couple of weeks ago in Canfield, Ohio. Ended up, I believe, about 7th or 8th in the class, so we can't really tell you a lot about the tractor, other than the fact that it did come in from the Midwest. Here he comes on out with it, 1,710 cubic inches. Out of Dalton, Ohio, this is Tim Smith and the Allison V12 powered Buzzin' Dozen.
I don't know. Right here, he said he was going to turn the lights on when he gave us his seat.
Yeah.
There's one that'll open, I think it's one of these.
All right, ready to go now with the Buzzin' Dozen. Tim Smith from Dalton, Ohio. 177-10, the distance to beat. Here comes the streaker. Plug your ears because he'll tear those R's out. In Meadville, Ohio, owned by Mr. Dave Harrington, the owner of the Meadville Tractor Barn, and will be driven tonight by Jamestown, Pennsylvania native, Mr. Don Shine. This is the MTV Special. Don Shine will be on the controls of this alcohol-powered machine. And this is the first run in 1985 for this tractor, as it has just been redone. It's just come out of the stock this week, in fact. So here comes the MTV Special with Dawn Shine. tractor mower. And who owns the track at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. The only, we got fire down there now. The only tractor ever to win 3 classes in one session at the Crawford County Fair, and this is one of the most unique vehicles going anywhere. He was the winner in 1983 before 55,000 people at the Houston Astrodome, where he won the TNT pull-off. The vehicle from Akron, Ohio, powered by the T-53 Lyconic jet turbine. The driver, Mr. Bob Swinson, the Flying Machine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kenny. Yep, Mr. Brooks, how far is the truck? You can go to the bottom, but we got an addition. Maybe you want to come up and clear that up.
Swinson. It'll be down there close, but I don't think he made it.
How you doing? Cars or that big thing?
Now this one is a Detroit diesel, silver 92 with 736 cubic inches. It has 4 turbochargers on top. It is one of only 2 anywhere in the United States. The engine originally came out of a Peterbilt over-the-road truck and has been specially modified by the Shriver and Auble pulling team of Dover and Strasburg, Ohio. Driven on this run by Mr. Carl Shriver, this is the Playboy. It sounds like we're hearing a big semi take off when he leaves, but oh, does he turn the smoke out of that silver 92 Detroit diesel. Ready to go with it now. He'll have to make a full pull. Carl Shriver with the Playboy. He's got it on the fire. The turbo's in. And the decision maker will bring him down around that 255 mark. He will not make that big pull, but certainly does a good job anytime he comes out. Carl Shriver in the Playboy from Dover, Ohio. Appearance in the state of Pennsylvania is called Haley's Comet.
Yeah, I know that. You're not going to say a word, but you had her going tonight.
Yeah, we got her off to the side and had to shut her down to avoid going out of bounds. That's most unfortunate right there for Tom Hinton. Gentlemen, will have to measure there.
Oh, I see where they're at. All right.
Here comes the Super Hunky. Powered by twins, blowing 426 Chrysler Hemi. And from the Crawford County Mill of Adamsville, Pennsylvania, this is Jim McCaskey and the Super Hunky. I believe this is the first run of 1985. Super Hunky. So we'll see what he can do with it. Jim McCaskey from just over the hill in Adamsville, Pennsylvania, with that twin 426 Hemi powered machine, the Super Hunky. No luck there, as he appeared to have something tear loose underneath, as it was going real good and appeared to lose something underneath on that Super Hunky. That guy's got to buy blower belts for the case is all I can figure. Here comes Jimmy Howell. Whoa! And the red Baron! Howell's been working with the lights, I can see that. No wonder he wanted to wait for the car. Here we go. Get your picture too. Your hair's all messed up there. You better get that checked. He doesn't care. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for him. Jerry Hickson, the Streaker. This opportunity to bid you a most cordial welcome to this afternoon's activities here at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. This is the Lee Emerling Chevy Challenge Truck Event featuring 5 big pulling classes of the 4x4 vehicles. We've got a lot of action coming your way right here this afternoon at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. Things are pretty much set up on the track, and we see that it's 1:30. We want to get started right on time. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd all please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Up the big modified. A lot of action coming your way. Right here at the Crawford County Fairgrounds, part of the Mass Super Bowl Invitational for 1985. Becoming one of the top non-sanctioned pulling events anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania. Your first one out onto the track, now out of Mayport, Pennsylvania. 355 cubic inches of Chevy power. This is Wade Hinterlander and Black Thunder! No way. They're going to be added weight right off the back on the decision maker. It is between 350 and 410 cubic inches. And that particular rule is designed to try to keep the class as competitive as possible, try to keep the fellows all pulling very, very equally. So all the vehicles in this class are running with engines listed between 350 and 410 cubic inches. So now we'll bring it back up to a tight change. Your starter at the far end of the track is Dale Morrell of Jamestown, Pennsylvania. He indicates things are ready to go. And here comes Black Thunder. No, didn't have a tight there. We'll be using a starting fighter at the far end of the track to get the tight hits on and indicate everything's ready to go. And then your track runs at the other end of the track with the green and the red flag is Mr. Earl Pitts, also of Jamestown, Pennsylvania. He indicates with the red and green flags when the pull is on and when it has come to a halt. So now they've got a mix there again. Black Thunder, it is a 355 cubic inch Chevy out of Mayport, Pennsylvania. Here we go. This time, and once again now, Wayne Hinterlander will have the option. If he wants to take that now for Meadville, if he wants to drop 3, or if he has mechanical problems now, he is allowed to go to the bottom, but we'll have to see. He's good. The driver here will be Mr. Butch Lepley. This one they call a coal mule. One of the top pullers out of the Keystone Truck Pullers Association down in the southwestern part of the state of Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Action Mining of Myersdale, the Coal Mule, and Butch Lepley. Tire on the Super Stock truck. They must run with the Wrangler tread or anything less than a Wrangler tread, but this is the maximum tread type they can use. Butch Lepley. Now we'll bring him up to that tight hit. The yellow flag being given on the track to indicate things are ready, and we're underway. The Coal Mule. And we got another leader in the class, that Ford-powered Coal Mule, taking up beyond the 250. He'll lead the class with that funny looking run. I'll tell you, that is a super looking Ford out of Myersdale, Pennsylvania. Your distance on there is at 271 3 inches, 271 and 3. Your next puller now. This one coming in from Brookfield, Ohio. You've seen him before here at the Crawford County Fair. Always very, very competitive. A 1984 Chevy with the 377 cubic inch power pack. Now, notice the way the stacks are on that particular one. When he fires up, it'll really turn on a different type of sound when that big Chevy gets going. From Brookfield, Ohio, this is Luke Simeon Jr. Of course, some of you that are here at the Crawford County Fair recognize that name as his dad driving a stock truck. Has really put on a show for the stock fans here for the last couple of years at the Crawford County Fair. Here comes that Chevy powered one of Luke Simeon Jr. Something let go there. He lost something, might have been a front end as we heard the gears start to tear. He looks back, might been a shaft now as he looks for a universal joint. Bring the tow vehicle out, please. Gentlemen, bring the tow vehicle out. But something definitely did let go on that machine of Luke Simeon Jr. Owned by Bill and Jim Miller, it's a Chevy K20 small block Chevy with over 600 horsepower. And so far this year, he has been tearing them up. There's a little story behind the Muck Monster. A Charles novel was written about the Muck Monster over the winter. A novel that deals with young boys and girls and the perils of drug abuse and alcohol abuse. And the Muck Monster has become the official symbol in many of the school districts in Ohio of staying away from drugs and alcohol. And the boys from Hartsville and Uniontown are doing a real good job in trying to promote the idea of staying away from drugs and alcohol and things such as this, and we're certainly happy that truck pulling has been able to get involved in this to a certain extent. They've been doing a good job. You've been hearing all kinds of stories from Central Ohio about how the Muck Monster's been doing this year. So we'll welcome here to Meadville out of Uniontown, Ohio, 1980 Chevy with the small block Chevy Power Pack. This will be Jim Miller with the Muck Monster. Already a winner a couple times this year. A winner over at the Akron, Ohio area a couple weeks back. A winner at Canfield, Ohio. First trip into Pennsylvania for 1985. All right, we're ready to go. Here comes that Muck Monster. Chevy powered one out of Hartsville, Uniontown, Ohio is going all the way. And now all the rest of them got something to shoot at. A full by the Muck Monster. The Schofield Brothers machine, a 1976 GMC with 400 cubic inches. Robert Schofield on the controls here. That Chevy powered one out of Hadley, Pennsylvania. Schofield, we understand, is who the driver is.
I don't know. Did Mrs. Martin sign for him?
And he'll run out of power about that 240 mark. A good looking run for the one from Hadley, Pennsylvania. Let's see what he can do with the 1964 Chevy. 402 cubic inches, and one easily recognized by pulling fans on the 10 Ohio circuit out of Streetsboro, Ohio. This will be Jeff Allen and Hot Wheels. The Allen team, for many years, have been competing with Jeff and Oliver Allen, each driving the truck in a separate class. This year they have split. Hot Wheels now being driven by Jeff Allen, and Oliver Allen has a brand new truck for the 1985 season that they call Oliver's Twist. He'll be in this class too a little bit later on. So we'll get to see both of the Allen vehicles. I don't mean to indicate they split unhappily. They merely decided they both wanted to drive both classes. So they got a new truck going now. All right, so Hot Wheels goes back in there and hits up. He'll have to make a full if he's going to get in that pull-off with a Muck Monster and get any part of that first place. It's up, brought up to the tight. All right, we'll wait for that yellow flag to float out onto the track from Dale Morale. And we're here comes Hot Wheels. This went out of the Keystone Truck Puller down in southwestern Pennsylvania. The driver here, in fact, is the newly elected president of the Keystone Truck Pullers Association. It's a 1974 Ford, 398 cubic inches from Republic, Pennsylvania, down in Fayette County. about the separation point now between the real big bull and the shorter ones. As the 250 appears to be the place where they're all starting to come down. A 1974 with 390 cubic inches of power. The driver here is Ted Frey. This is what they call the ditch digger. All right, he's ready to go. The ditch digger Ford. That 250 as they all now appear to be stopping right into that 250 mark. And that's about 50 feet short of where they're going to have to go to get up with that Muck Monster. But we'll have to take a look at what he's doing. It is a 396 Chevy, 30 over at 406 cubic inches out of West Middlesex, Pennsylvania. 1977 variety. The driver here, Donnie Fair. This one can surprise you. A couple of years ago, we saw him up at Speedway 7 in Ohio, beat the field by about 30 feet, just walk away from him. So here comes Donnie Fair. But will not get it out the gate. Donnie Fair out of West Middlesex, Pennsylvania. By a 390 cubic inch Ford power back in 1974 Ford. This is Dennis Green, the Lone Ranger. Another tough competitor out of the Buckeye State. This truck sometimes you'll see operate with the stock car tires in place. He has opted to go today with the Wrangler's form. Dennis Green from Akron, Ohio. Right up there at a little past the 250-foot mark. Oliver's Twist. Proves to be a barrier as we bring Oliver's Twist down. Is Chet Nicholas, 1975 Chevy, 402 cubic inches under the hood. This one they call the Undertaker. Real nice machine, all in black. The Undertaker out of Renfrew, Pennsylvania.
Good.
track. Let him drop to the bottom if he wants to. We'll wait to see what the word on the track was, but I think we might have to push the chain as he came away. The ever popular 383 Dodge Power Pack. The driver here will be Mr. Jim Bear. They call it the Bear Necessities. All drivers with modified vehicles, please report to your vehicles. We are ready to line up and go with the modified class. Bear Necessities and Jim Bear out of Hermes, Pennsylvania. Low power of 383 Dodge Power. Okay, get them ours built back. And you'll run out of power with it there, that 383 Dodge machine of Jim Bear. Coming around to make a presentation there to Bill Miller and Jim Miller, Lee Emerling, President of Lee Emerling Chevrolet, and the co-sponsor of today's event, ladies and gentlemen, the Miller Brothers and the Muck Monster. Congratulations there, fellas. And they'll be back to go in 62. Gentlemen, I'd like to get a picture there for Off-Road Magazine if we could. J.R. Ray Collins out of Stern, Ohio, the 1984 ATM National Champion Modified Semi-Truck, 998 cubic inches of max finest. He'll come down and let you get a picture of him right now. Then he's going to go back and hook onto that sled. What a super piece of machinery. J.R. Ray Collins and the Killer. We understand, and this is only a rumor, but we understand that when Ray Collins comes out the pole later on, at the end of the show, that Howard Pierce, the general chairman of the Max Van Booster Super Bowl, is going to ride with him. We're not sure of that, but we understand that's the case. They're going to put a special safety belt system in there for Mr. Pierce to ride along with him. All right, he's going to hitch it up. The top modified semi-truck in the United States. And one of the finest fellows to work with you'll find anywhere, J.R. Ray Collins. Exhibition pulls all over the United States. We see him from Florida to Texas to Wisconsin. He's got the Killer ready to go. Oh, it's up and ready to go. Here we go with it. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is power. Raw power by the Killer. Never touched the ground. He never touched the ground. 300 feet on two wheels. You can thank the folks here of the Mass Super Bowl for putting together all the activity to bring Ray Collins in here, and I know the folks in the Crawford County Meadville area really like him, because every year they always ask, is the Killer going to be there? Finally prepared a beautiful piece of machinery. Super job by the Killer. He always manages to get a pretty girl to ride with him too. I don't know. He's going to be disappointed when he gets Piers to ride with him next time. Oh, sorry there. I got to get fired and never get back here to announce again. I better be careful.
I write the checks.
Oh, okay. The man that writes the checks, I better be careful with him. These are the modifieds. They're running the bar tires. They're allowed to do anything they want engine size. You'll see some of these engines up over 600 cubic inches. Some of them sporting power packs over 2,000 horsepower. And a lot of power coming down the track. The Enforcer from Hadley, Pennsylvania, and Jeff Harness.
I noticed that going through too. She goofed on Bear. I noticed that going through.
In the pull-off to determine the winner of the Great Lakes Regional Tractor and Truck Pull-Off inside the Erie Civic Center last year. He also participated indoors in the Baltimore Civic Center over the winner. Indoors also in Landover, Maryland. And Newark, New Jersey, one of the steadies on the indoor SRO circuit out of Lake Grove, Pennsylvania, 1982 Chevy. Sporting the big block, 468 Chevy power. This is Barry Pushkar and the Yanmar. Around that 260. Still really turn it on. From Manaway, Ohio, built by ETR, this is the Carlton's Enterprise and Jerry Carlton. This vehicle running very, very strong. Had a little mechanical problems earlier in the year. Now has returned to a previous form and is doing a super job. Ooh, now, I don't know. He came to a very abrupt halt there. Did never have a winner. Already was a winner here in 1984. Here we go. We had a lady winner last night in the two-wheel class. Now let's see what we can do here. This young lady who just graduated from high school in June of this year. Ready to go now with the Canadian Warrior. The 1984 Puller of the Year on the national circuit. up around that 2. Here we go. Out there on it. Did not want to take the bike properly and started to bounce a lot. We saw him just absolutely murder a field down in southern Pennsylvania earlier this year. The truck got a hold of the track and I don't think they could have stopped him anywhere. Oh, he's about ready to tear it out there now. Here comes out of the Empire State Truck Pullers Association. All right, we'll pass it up now. We're ready to go. Here we go with the Dragon Wagon. Taking a lot of that power away from it. Here we go with the blue mask from Jim Dillard from Punxsutawney. Foot mark up Blue Max, a beautifully prepared Mopar machine there by Jim Miller. Midnight Madness, how about it, ladies and gentlemen, John Harrington. Truck out, please. Bring it all, ladies and gentlemen. Good job there, Gene. Real nice run. And there's a few of them up here says they're going to get you in the 62. Do you imagine so, huh? Nice run by.
We're late for you. Okay.
Lee Emmerling out there to make the presentation and representing Lee Emmerling Chevrolet, the co-sponsor of this afternoon's event here, the Chevy Challenge. A 1983 Ford 150 with a 300 cubic inch six-cylinder, bringing it on out of there. He's spinning him on a beautiful looking machine, but the weight getting quick. Right there for Tony Matera. Oh, he's got the beast out rolling. Okay, this will be Jim Brown out of Union City, 350 V8. The Silver Bullet, and he's got it up and moving now. He hits that passing gear there. Coming on down there about that 150, the Silver Bullet. And there it'll be right there. It appears for Jim Brown. Okay, good looking run there by that Silver Bullet. That's a W.L. Dunn Corporation in Cochranton. Here next one coming out now will be Scott Johnson out of Union City with a 1974 Ford. Here we go out with it right now. That Ford stands up on the front end and he's coming on with it. Coming up and moving on out of there. He's moving up on that 200. And then backs off and he comes around that 250. And begins to run out of power as he crosses the 250, but a good-looking run there by Scott Johnson from Union City. That's how to do it. He won the Whammy Award there, 3 inches. He has changed his mode of transportation. We will hope that he can surpass the 4-inch mark with this great cut of him. David Cox out of Jamestown, Pennsylvania, with the telephone carrier. Once he gets by 4 inches, you might see him be very happy. He's by the 4-inch mark on his way. Now he's got it up there. He's got it kicked in the passing gear. Oh, how nice it is to ride a Chevy down the track, huh? Still going on down there when it gets beyond the 200. If this isn't a testimonial for Chevy, I don't know what is. A grand total of 4 inches with the Dodge. He's over 200 feet with the Chevy. Certainly a great testimonial. Your winner in the class will be Mr. Gene Smith. Bring that vehicle down, please, for the trophy presentation. Gene Smith from Union City with the Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for him there. A good run, and he looks to be the one to beat this year at the 1985 Crawford County Fair. Fuller in the class out of Streetsboro, Ohio. He finished second in the earlier class, coming back now at 6,200 pounds. A 1964 Chevy with 402 in the gauges. Pennsylvania. He third in the earlier class and made a super tug on that sled. Dawn Fair with that 1977 Chevy and 406 cubes. Yeah, and we're ready to go. Vote of the dog in the Muck Monster. And we have to commend the Miller pulling team because they are instrumental in their home area and all in the central Ohio area. Instrumental in helping to go around to different schools and different city groups, helping to talk to youth and talk to young people about the perils of alcohol and drug use. And so it's famous not only for pulling, but also for other purposes. And we're really glad to see pullers get involved in other activities. We know a lot of young people identify with pulling vehicles and pullers and companies, individuals, and we'd like to see this happen. Jim Miller from Uniontown, Ohio to see the end double up. 284-3, where Hot Wheels now sits. That's what he's got to be.
about 225 or so for Raymond Schofield and the Schofield brothers team. Here next pulling out, coming from Evans City, Pennsylvania, the 1972 GMC is powered by the 355 2-inch GM power pack. This is the right combination in Kurt Scheidermantel. in that Bare Necessity Mopar. Performance this afternoon by the Muck Monster, ladies and gentlemen. Real good job. We appreciate you coming over and we really enjoy the pulling action. Thank you very much. And thanks again to Lee Emerling for helping us out here today to make the show go very well. Bluebird. This is the Canadian Warrior. Oh, the last chance this afternoon to have a female winner. Leah really would like nothing better than to be able to present the award here, I'm sure. You never can tell, they might get a kiss. Here we go, Connie Canadian Warrior, ready to come out of there. really gone with it as the rear end of Pedro let go on him. He had to make a full forward to get a time. Now he's got to do the same thing here again. Is backed up by a pulling team. They'd like to get them both down and out. Here Excalibur on the track. We've been at this now almost 4 hours. The track has still held together perfect conditions. You don't have bumps and jumps in there. It's been put together real well. And of course we have to also commend the folks with the Crawford County Fair because they worked hard to make sure that a new surface was put in here this year. The pulling surface here on the track is a completely new surface put in and widened out. And the pulling surface is, I still believe, the top pulling surface in the area. The track today is not falling apart. We've got good moisture still down inside it. We're not getting a lot of dust. And this is going to go out to Jim Ellsworth, Boris Wade, and all the fellows helping on the track to make that track this morning. They got out here 8 o'clock this morning. They're working on it. And the commendation is going to go out to those fellows. Here comes the Dragon Wagon. Falls area. to the registration table. Here we go. Amazing. The Iron City Express. 6,200-pound class. First of all, let's give a big round of applause to Connie Coburn, second place, the Canadian Warrior. How about it for Jim Herbert, the Truckaholic? And we'll bring Mr. Flannery forward for the presentation. A beautifully prepared one out of Orchard Park, New York. Joe Flannery, of course, spends all of his excess time not chasing around after other women, but he spends his excess time with the other woman in the garage not too far from his home, up there within a stone's throw of Rich Stadium in the Buffalo suburb of Orchard Park, New York. Beautifully prepared, and we're certainly happy to have him here today onto the track to present the jacket. Mr. Lee Emerling with Lee Emerling Chevrolet. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Flannery, the other woman. Very good job there. And that is a beautifully prepared piece of equipment that he has. So, we're ready to go. Let's bring on